Hey, nieces and nephews, it's your favorite auntie, Monique Judge, and this is Auntie Unfiltered. Now, today on Auntie Unfiltered, we're going to talk about a topic that's really important, and that is friendship. Now, the impetus for this discussion is two things. I got an email from someone who asked how you make the decision or what you do when friends or family come and ask you for money. And then I watched Sunday's episode of Insecure. Now, if you're a fan of Insecure and you watch Insecure, but maybe you aren't necessarily all the way caught up, there's going to be spoilers in this video. So if you want to watch the episodes first before you watch this, then I recommend you do that because there's going to be a little bit of spoilers. But for this season of Insecure, we have been watching the slow eroding of Molly and Issa's friendship. And it's manifested itself in a lot of different ways. You can see them kind of getting on each other's nerves with a little nitpicky stuff. It seems like this whole season, it seems like Molly's been kind of a hater towards Issa, and I'll touch on that a little bit more in a second. And Issa, for her part, is, she's blooming into something else. She's trying to get off her own business and ventures off the ground. She sets up this block party. She, gets asked to perform for it or what have you. And one of the acts cancels at the last minute. So she needs a favor. She asked Molly if Molly could ask Andrew to get an artist to hook them up with a performance. And Molly tells her she doesn't want to because she values her relationship with Andrew and she doesn't want to overstep. Fine. I get that somewhat. But what I also see is kind of like Molly's putting it out there that she's valuing this relationship over her friendship with Issa. So Issa, in turn, went to Nate, the guy that she was seeing, who also happens to be roommates with the guy Molly is seeing, and she asked him to talk to Andrew, which he did, and it all worked out for Issa, and we all should have been happy, right? But Molly wasn't. She was upset. She told Issa off. She told Issa that she overstepped. I don't think Issa overstepped. Issa asked someone who she was connected to that also happened to be connected to Andrew, and they made the hookup. It had nothing to do with Molly. So it was outside of Molly. So I don't know why that upset Molly so much, but okay. In the ensuing argument, Molly told Issa that she stays needing another favor. And the barbs that they were trading back and forth really demonstrated for us that these two don't have great communication. Like, they just don't. It's clear that they don't talk things out when something's wrong or they get upset with each other, that they don't discuss it. They don't bring it up. Maybe they hold a lot of stuff in. So Molly kind of like exploded, and you could tell that she's been holding that on her chest for a long time. And the thing about it is, friendships are important. They are a relationship, just like any other type of relationship, just like your family relationships, just like, your romantic relationships. All of these relationships require communication, and friendship most especially, I would say, because, there's not the blood tie there and you're not fucking them. So, the only thing that's literally holding you two together is your commonalities and what you like and appreciate in each other. So that means that when you get upset or something happens, you have to be able to effectively communicate that, and you have to talk. I can't stress that enough. My best friend and I have been friends for 20 years. Yeah. Almost half our lives. And she was my first real adult friend. I would say that this is the friendship that actually taught me how to be a good friend because, we don't necessarily agree on everything. We are complete opposites. I'm very outgoing and loud. She's more subdued and quiet, stays in the cut, watching everything. But she's happy to let me do my thing. I'm happy to let her do her thing. And we're like the yin and the yang, right? And we get in disagreements all the time. But it doesn't result in us, hating on each other or talking shit about each other to other people. Like, that's not the way that functions. Even if we need a cooling off period, we still come back together and discuss and say, hey, this hurt me when you said this. This hurt me when you said that. I didn't like when you did this. I didn't like when you did that. And that's what makes it work. You have to be able to discuss that. And if there's things like what Molly said, you stay needing another favor. If she was tired of doing favors for Issa, she could have told Issa that a long time ago. So in answer to the email that I received about lending people money, and which is a very touchy subject in any kind of relationship, not just friendships, not just in romantic relationships, in family relationships. And undoubtedly, we all have somebody in our family that always has their hand out asking us for something. It's just how it works. It's the nature of things. And what I say to that is this. First of all, the rule is you don't loan out any money that you cannot afford to get back. That should be the number one thing you base your decision on. If you're going to give this person this money, is it your rent money? Because if it is, you don't need to be doing it. Is it the light bill money? Because then you don't need to be doing it. Is it your cell phone money? You don't need to be doing it. What you need to do is tell that person, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not able to at this time, and be able to communicate that in a way that they can understand. You are okay with it, they're okay with it, and y'all move on. But also, a thing about loaning money is what I tend to do is ask people what's their plan. Okay, you're in this rut. I give you this money. So now you owe that money that you already owed, plus now you owe me back. What's your plan for next month? How are you going to rectify all of this? Because if you don't have a solid plan, it's not really a risk I want to take in loaning you money, right? Is that fair? And that's how you make that work, right? And you have to be able to communicate that to people overall. So that said, I really want to hear from you. What do you guys think about this or any other topic you want to hear me discuss? If you have questions, if you need advice, please email me at auntiesubmissions@theroot.com, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.